Hello, aliens. We are live in the park, okay? Um, we are live in Forest Hill Park, as a matter of fact. Um, so I just thought I would walk and talk just a little bit because I had something on my mind. Let me tell you what it was, okay? It was about, at first I was going to say, do women really know what we want? But it's everybody. Do men even really know what we want? Because what we want changes. What we want changes from day to day, minute to minute, really, to be honest with you. But what spurred this thought was I was having a conversation with my mom that I've had the very same conversation with a girlfriend of mine was that have you ever done something in a past relationship, say with a spouse or significant other, that you later realized was a big mistake? I'm going to give you my example. This was my personal example. Oh, look at those poor little pumpkins. They done shriveled up over there, fell over and sunk in and everything. This was my personal example, right? With my first husband, he used to buy me red roses all the time, long stem red roses. That was his thing. I would get them for every occasion. And I do mean every. I mean Mother's Day, birthday, Christmas, anniversary, sometimes just because, which was a sweet and thoughtful thing to do, right? However, after years of that, um, I said one day, honey, you do know that there are many other types of flowers that you can buy that are not as expensive and are just as pretty. Um, so his response to that was, yeah, I know, but roses are for love. So that was his response back to me. And I said, I understand, but I still would feel the love even if the bouquet of flowers was a mixed bouquet, with a lot of different flowers in it, not just roses all the time. Okay, so from my perspective, I was really thinking, why spend so much money on long stem red roses? And why does it always have to be long stem red roses? When there are so many other pretty flowers. And I actually like other types of flowers as well. I'm not just a roses type of person. So, anyways, to make a long story short, after that, he no longer wanted to give any kind of flowers. No flowers at all. I don't think for the rest of the time we were married, I don't think I probably never seen another flower of any type come into the house. So that was a lesson for me, which I learned to not complain when somebody gives you a gift. I would never complain again. I don't care if a man wanted to give me the same flower or flowers for the rest of my life. I would take them and not say a word, even though I would be thinking something different, but I wouldn't dare say it because I've learned that lesson. Now, see, some people never learn lessons in life. They just keep going on through life, repeating the same old lesson, doing the same old thing over and over and over again, having the same actions, and then thinking that their life is going to be different or their life is going to be better. How is your life going to be different or better when you continue to do the same repetitive things that weren't getting you anywhere in the first place? You keep doing those same things expecting different results. We have to have different actions if we want different results. So when we are wise, we learn from those past mistakes and try to correct them, try to do different under different circumstances. When the next occurrence comes up, we won't make those very same mistakes. Anyways, I don't know if y'all can see this pretty park that's behind me. It is beautiful. Look at that. So I'm gonna turn back around here. Ooh, look at that sun. Thank you, God. Look at this beautiful sunshine. The rays are fabulous. Hello. There's a lady walking with her baby, and we just out here catching rays, honey. It's beautiful. If you are somewhere that is sunny today and you're able to go outside and get some of this God's blessing on your skin, I advise you to do so. Go ahead and try it. Anyways, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. A Marie. I'm probably not saying it right. It's probably Amara, maybe. I don't know. But hi, how are you? Welcome. I am just out in the park enjoying myself and just having some thoughts. I don't get to take a lot of time for myself. I don't get to take very much time at all for myself. So today I decided I had a few extra minutes. I was out doing some shopping. Thought I would come out to the park and just reflect, you know? It feels amazing out here. Like the temperature is great. Uh-oh, I'm losing my sunshine. Let me go back. I got to walk a little bit over here so I can be back in the sun. Um, just reflecting on like making past mistakes, but learning from them moving forward. And that's how we progress and we evolve. And life is just turning out so very beautifully. Once you change your perspective, everything else starts to change. You see the world differently. Like, I'm just outside looking at the leaves on the trees in this park. It's beautiful. It's freaking amazing. And look at the sky above me. Look at that sky. Tell me that's not beautiful. It's like being in a living painting. Look at the colors. Can y'all see the trees? There they go. You see that? How fabulous. Look at that. So I'm just out here enjoying God's creation, and it's making me just feel so full with joy and blessed out here today. I was able to do a little bit of shopping for some clothes, which is something I haven't done in a while, and it felt great. And I was just so exuberant and fulfilled. I bought myself something. I bought my mom something. I take care of my mother. She has dementia. She's at home sleeping peacefully because I fed her real good before I left out. Made sure she was situated so I know I got at least a couple of hours to hang out before I have to get back home. But I just wanted to come out here and share with you guys just some of the thoughts. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. That were on my mind, like how we evolve, and when you were young, you would do things and there was no real rhyme or reason to it. But after you've lived for a while, you notice that those things were kind of silly and childish, and maybe not childish, but just irrelevant, not necessary. What was my mother's example? My mother's example of hers was, because I was telling her about the flowers that my first husband used to buy me red roses all the time. And after a while, after years, like 7 years of receiving only long stem red roses all the time, I said to him, well, that there are other types of flowers out there that are cheaper and just as pretty. I was trying to save us money, but he didn't see it that way. But so I was telling Mama, I would never tell a man that again. Let him spend all his money on them long stem red roses as much as he want, and just keep your lips closed, and it'll be all right. Because then I ain't getting no more flowers from him at all after that. So I said I learned my lesson. I'll never tell another man, don't spend all his money on long stem red roses. Nope, that's what you want to do, boo. It's okay. Okay. Because that was my experience, and even though I know that it was because he didn't understand the logic behind what I was saying, and I, did explain to him it's cheaper to buy some of them other flowers, and they're just as pretty. Your wife would be just as happy. So if you could please your woman, make her smile for half the price or even a quarter of the price of what you're spending on them long stem red roses, then why not do that? See, I was thinking, I ain't say it, but I was thinking, baby, for what you spend on the long stem red roses, you could have bought me some flowers and some lingerie. You know what I mean? You feel me? Make things a little spicy. But anyway, or we could have went out on a date somewhere nice and ate lobsters and things. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to save us money, which is what I think a good wife should do. You know. So anyway, it's just all how you look at it. All in how you look at it. Huh. They said this thing is asking me to recommend to y'all a song that's stuck in your head. It had a sticker up there. I guess I waited too long for the sticker to go. Now it's gone away. But anyway, back to what I was saying. We live and we learn. As we get older, we learn some things. And I guess I didn't convey it. Maybe I didn't convey it correctly. That's what I say now. But back then, I ain't understand. I just ain't understand the logic, you know. Uh, what was Mama's? Oh, I know what Mama's example was. My mother said, now this is from a lady she's 78. She's about to be 79 next month. Um, she has dementia, but sometimes she still has very lucid times when she's perfectly clear and she's more like herself and she remembers things logically, and other times she can't hardly remember nothing. You can 5 minutes from she'll ask me a question and 5 minutes later ask me the same question over again, like 3, 4, 5 times sometimes. Um, but while she was having a lucid moment, we had a conversation, right? Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting a little cool out here, I guess. She said, oh, when she first met her boyfriend, which she's been dating now for, I think, about 11 or 12 years. And when they first started dating, he used to pay for all the hotels. He used to take her to a hotel all the time, even though she had her own house. But I don't know, maybe just to get her out the house or whatever. He used to take her to the hotel all the time. And in the beginning, she said he would take her to the hotel like at least 3 times a month. And he would always pay for the rooms. And one time early into the relationship, maybe at the 6-month mark, she recommended, well, baby, why don't I pay half? You know, we're going to stay here. I think she said they would plan on staying for 3 nights in a row. And she was like, well, baby, I can pay half. You know, I'm not broke. I'm not just trying to use you for your money or whatever. After that, he ain't paid for no more rooms by himself ever again. And they've been dating for 11 or 12 years. So she says now that she ruined it for herself by her making that suggestion, why don't I help you, you know, since you've been being so generous. She messed herself up. Because then every time they ever went to a hotel again, he expected her to pay half. And she was like, I didn't bargain for that. I wasn't volunteering for that. I was just trying to do it for that one time. But it ended up being something that he figured I had to do forevermore. So she said she messed herself up by trying to be nice and volunteering to help. You understand what I'm saying? So you just live and learn. As you get older, you're going to have experiences. Everybody does. And it's okay that make you think, boy, what would have happened if I would have did this instead? You know what I'm saying? Or if I would have said this instead of that. So if you live long enough, you will experience it if you have not already experienced it, okay? Yes. I thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I'm just chilling in the park. I am Kimberly Rose on Kimberly's Corner. Kimberly's Corner is the name of my channel. Come check me out. Come check out my videos. They are usually me and Mama. Or some of them are me doing covers of different R&B songs. Some of my favorites, oldies but goodies, like Gladys Knight. She's one of my faves. I just did her recently. And some of the videos are just me and my mom. And, you know, daily living with her. Taking care of Mama, taking care of somebody with dementia, which is always an interesting ride, a little roller coaster ride. So, anyways, come check me out. I'd appreciate it. Stick around, you know, like some things, leave a comment so I know who you are, and look forward to seeing me more on live, because somebody told me you go live on other things, Facebook and TikTok and all of that. Why won't you go live on YouTube? And I said, I don't know. I've always been a little bit fearful. So here I am being live on YouTube. Okay? Show me some love, and so that I'll have the courage to keep on going. Thanks so much, guys. I will see you later. Peace.